What's up, YouTube? This K.
This Q3 Review.
Coming to talk to y'all about big pharma or pharmaceutical companies or corporations in the United States. Let's get your thoughts on it first. What do you think?
Bullshit.
Why is that?
Well, in the discussion of this video, Kerrick was telling me some facts about the shit. Now we're gonna get into the facts, but first he told me about it's 79% or 70%.
70%.
70% of Americans take prescription drugs.
Open my pill box, prescription drug.
Now, 70% of Americans, that's probably that's 7 out of 10 people.
That's billions.
It's too much money in this shit.
Yeah.
And they always doing something to make money, and if they doing it to make money, they're not gonna do the, how I wanna say it.
It's not for your health.
Exactly. Exactly.
It can't be for your health. If they're getting this money, it's just enough to not kill you is what they want. It's got to be a slow death. You know what I'm saying? We got to rack up that money off of you every month. We got to rack that up off you, man.
Them refills and...
Yeah. It's crazy. But it's acceptable, though. In American society, that's what's acceptable. But we say no to drugs, though.
It's acceptable because they put that... That's the thing, bro. Like, when they go to the doctor, because the doctor's in the shit, too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So the doctors...
They supposedly, this is what I hear, that doctors have to go through, like, the psychological. It's psychological. Doctors have to trick people into things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, before you could even, you know what I'm saying, get your license. But go ahead and say what you want to say.
Well, I'm saying, like, that's what they do. That's the psychological part about it. They have a patient, and the patient is sick, and he want to do whatever he can do to feel better. So the doctor can be like, well, if you do this, then you'll feel much better, I promise you. So that gets them convinced. Because when you're most vulnerable, you want to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if the dude's sick on his deathbed and you say you have a drug for him that'll make him feel better, that's bread, dude.
Yeah. Which then, I mean, in most of these cases, then it leads to something else being wrong with you. Now you need this drug. So now we adding on another drug. And this is just a pattern, man. So.
And think about it. When you go to the doctor, he won't give you just one specific prescription.
No.
He give you
some choice.
A bevy of prescriptions that you just...
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I want to say about that, though.
But, I mean, and this links with food, man. And that slow death that we're talking about, that's eating fast foods weekly, like people do, or daily, as some people do. You know, what we leading obesity in the country? I mean, in the nation's, like, what? The world?
I think. I'm sure.
No, Texas in general.
You talking about Texas in general?
I think we're leading, like, probably the U.S. In the U.S., yeah, that's probably the whole...
Oh, yeah, everything bigger
the whole
than
world,
yeah.
But, yeah, man, that's crazy. So, foods is what's definitely helping them. Y'all helping them win that war with food. So now something is breaking down. You having heart disease, so now you need this medicine. So this all plays a part. And we talking about, and then this was a stunning fact that I saw. 80% of the antibiotics that we have in United States is given to animals. 20% to Americans. So in your foods, which we're eating, so in these animals, I mean,
yeah,
we got antibiotics. So, and we eat this food, right? This processed food.
Antibiotics on top of the steroids.
So this is, and some people doing both, and they taking the drugs and eating fast food. Like, that's just, it's just gonna be a funnel downhill.
But y'all know y'all don't understand though. Like, we can't blame them from
not. Well, no, I can't blame you, but like, just inform yourself, please, on fast food, please, man. And these corporations, they're here to make money. But like I was saying, it's antibiotics in the stuff we're eating. I'm saying that this causes antibiotic resistance in us. So if that happens, you know, we're susceptible to viruses, the superbugs, all these things that we're seeing now. Like I was saying today, I see MERS virus, a Middle Eastern virus. It's just got its first case in America yesterday. I was kind of informed on it about a month ago. Cause it's a big thing. It's like killing a little bit of over 1 in 4 people in Middle Eastern countries. But so I mean, it's very important to research some about your health, because you definitely don't want to be hooked on a drug, man. Cause they're drug dealing, just like you probably. If you live in America, you know somebody that's drug dealing. You probably is one of your cousins or something. These are the same people. They just, society's just accepted them because they got a degree or something.
Yeah,
it's the same thing as drug dealing, and to a higher scale. You know what I'm saying? It's billions of dollars, billions of your money that's going to these people. So they definitely want to keep you sick. You know what I'm saying? What else we got, man? These vaccines. You do not need a flu vaccine. Like, that is, like, when the last time you got a flu vaccine?
I've never had one. Never
had one. I haven't got one in like 3 years, man, but I used to get them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they say there's no need for it, and you can end up getting the flu after you get the vaccine. Like, does that make sense to you? So definitely, that's the research. Another thing is money. They can lobby money to get drugs passed through the FDA. So think about that. If they can get money to pass a drug through without them like fully evaluating the drug, side effects. So that's when you get it. You hear about a miracle drug for something that you have. Now you see on the TV, if a death in your family or something, you can get this money back. Because, somebody's died because of the drug. And you see all the side effects that they just go on and on about. You know what I'm saying? These people don't care about you. You can get you can get a little write-off, but, I mean, you can't take, your family back. So that's another thing to think about.
Still on that. Have you noticed on those commercials, like, let's say, just the first one popped in my head is Cialis.
Yeah.
Like, when they describing the drug, they tell y'all like the great things about it, but then they run so fast through the side effects. It's hilarious. Just pay attention.
Just speed it up like 4 times. Let the dude look, talk at the end.
It's hilarious, man.
But these people y'all trust in though. Another thing, you never hear about natural remedies. About nobody ever giving you a natural remedy for anything, which can heal it. Natural remedies can heal a lot of things, you know what I'm saying?
Publicly at least. Like you have like
publicly. Yeah, publicly. I'm saying like on TV, on these things you watch. Yeah. It's always a drug because they're not gonna profit off making, you know what I'm saying, anything you making natural, they're not gonna profit off of it. So they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna expose that to you. So I mean, I'm just saying, man, just be careful, man. These are drug dealers just like any other drug dealer, man. It's just a higher scale and a lot of money.
And they in white coats and suits and ties.
It's no different. No different. You know what I'm saying? But it say no to drugs though. At the end, that's the thing. I don't understand. But I think we ran through it all.
Say no to drugs if they ain't profiting off of it, I guess.
That's what it is for real though. That's what it is. But that's it, man. It's K.
And it's Q.
Anything you want to tell them before we leave?
Opinions like assholes.
We just two that state.